Alright guys, picture this. 3 weeks ago, I'm in the middle of editing a video and bam, blue screen of death. I'm talking full system crash, no warning, just instant digital darkness. My heart skipped a beat, let me tell you. I tried rebooting, hoping it was just a fluke, but nope, same story. Blue screen, crash, repeat. This was serious. My main rig, the one I use for everything, was down for the count. No more editing, no more gaming, no more anything. It was like my digital arm had been chopped off. Panic started to set in. This machine is my livelihood, and now it was just a very expensive, very heavy paperweight. I knew I had to figure out what was wrong and fast, but little did I know, this was just the beginning of a tech nightmare. The blue screen was just the first sign of trouble, a warning shot across the bow. The real challenge was about to begin. Now, I consider myself a pretty tech-savvy guy, but this problem had me stumped. I started with the basics, checked all the cables, reseated the RAM, even blew out the dust for good measure. Nothing. The blue screens kept coming, taunting me with their cryptic error messages. I moved on to more advanced diagnostics, ran memory tests, checked the hard drive, even reinstalled Windows. Still nothing. The blue screens persisted, like a digital plague. Each failed attempt chipped away at my sanity. Was it the motherboard, the CPU, the GPU? I was starting to lose hope. Days turned into nights as I scoured forums, watched countless YouTube tutorials, and even consulted with fellow tech gurus. Everyone had a theory, but nothing seemed to work. The frustration was real, guys, real. With no other options left, I resorted to the nuclear option, the dreaded part swap. I started by borrowing components from my other PCs, swapping them in one by one, hoping to isolate the culprit. First the RAM, then the GPU, then the power supply. Each swap was followed by a tense boot up, my fingers crossed, praying for a miracle. But the blue screens were relentless. They mocked my efforts, laughing in my face with each failed attempt. I was starting to think this was beyond a simple hardware failure. Maybe it was cursed, possessed by some evil digital entity. Okay, maybe I was getting a little delirious from lack of sleep, but I was at my wit's end. Just when I was about to throw in the towel, I decided to try one last thing. I had a spare CPU lying around, an older model but still compatible with my motherboard. I figured, why not? It was a long shot, but at this point I was desperate. Section 4, back from the brink, victory, but at what cost? I carefully installed the old CPU, my hands shaking with a mix of anticipation and exhaustion. I hit the power button, held my breath, and black screen. Wait, not a blue screen? The fans whirred to life, the lights on the case flickered, and then the glorious sound of the Windows startup chime. I had done it. Turns out it was the CPU all along, the heart of my system, dead as a doornail. I couldn't believe it. All those hours of troubleshooting, all that stress, all for a faulty CPU. Don't get me wrong, I was ecstatic to have my PC back up and running, but a part of me was still reeling from the ordeal. Replacing the CPU wasn't cheap either. It set me back a pretty penny, let me tell you. But hey, at least I was back in business. And that's what mattered. Because now I could finally get back to doing what I love, making videos for you guys. Section 5. New content. Who dis? Ben 10 and beyond. Speaking of videos, I know things have been a little different around here lately. With my main rig out of commission, I had to get creative. That's why you've been seeing more AI-assisted content than usual. But fear not, my friends, because those days are numbered. With my PC back at 100%, I'm excited to announce that regular uploads will be resuming in about 2 weeks. And let me tell you, I've got some awesome stuff planned. We're talking Ben 10 custom animations, reaction videos, gameplay, and so much more. I've been itching to get back into the swing of things, and I can't wait to share all the cool stuff I've been cooking up. Section 6. Feeling refreshed, 100% operational, and ready to roll. This whole experience has been a roller coaster of emotions, to say the least. From the initial panic of the blue screens to the frustration of endless troubleshooting, it's been a wild ride. But you know what? I wouldn't trade it for the world. Why? Because it reminded me of how much I love what I do, and it made me appreciate my PC even more. It's not just a machine to me. It's an extension of my creativity, my passion, my livelihood. And now that it's back in my life, I'm more motivated than ever to create awesome content for you guys. So stay tuned, my friends, because the best is yet to come. The future is bright, the PC is fixed, and Linus is back.